Now, to the positive people, the first video I post today, the system know it was coming. They create a situation and I talk about something else instead of the message. Now, let me play the message that is invisible in the first video because I talk about something else over 5 minutes before I say this. Listen. The only thing I know, today is 24 days and 25 nights. There's nothing happening in this body. The last 10 days, it is very hot in Holland. Blue sky, blue sky, blue sky. Well, just maybe. The body is not in charge. It's the wind and light in the sky 24 hours. The body speak, but the body is not the wind. When the wind go away, the body goes down. Now, to the positive people, let's forget the system. The videos I translate belongs to the wind. And what they do with it, it is up to them because the wind lives inside of them. Now, to the positive people, the wind was telling me, I like to put it on the video. The wind say, when people thinking they get old in this world, they don't get old at all. The body of the people, the beginning of time when Mary, the one body, Mary is like a bag of flour. God creates this bag of flour, but in this bag of flour, it's become a statue, one vagina, that belongs to the wind and the light and the darkness. They create the statue, but the flour is made of flesh. One body, in the one body, which become the fantasy, people can see that the one body make the boy and the girl that crisscross to become papa and mama, that deceiving the eye, that it take two to make one. Now, the consciousness say, the body of Mary is a bag of flour. They mix it and mix it and mix it and bake this perfect bread. One bread, one loaves of bread, the Jesus Christ day. The wind creates the body of Mary. But in the body, the darkness is in charge of the body when the body sleeps. The darkness is in charge of the body when the body goes 6 feet. But the body will never go 6 feet without a copy is baked out of the oven to make sure the body never dies. The consciousness say, when the consciousness creates the Mary, which is not, people thinking the Mary because the Mary is talking and everybody is talking, everybody's bluffing, they thinking they are in charge. But the body don't move. When the wind and the light, the darkness have their way. Now, the wind creates the Mary. They were in the body of Mary. The soul is made of wind and light and the darkness. They have the breath. They are in charge of the breath. Now, in the darkness, when the body sleeps, nothing functions. The darkness is lonely because the body comes to sleep. The body don't talk to the darkness. The darkness talk to the body, so the body get dreams from the darkness. But the body never reply. Only when the body wakes up and goes, oh, I get a bad dream. Oh, I dream I win $1 million. Oh, I dream I was there, something like that. That is the darkness in your brain. But the bag of flour, it is one age, the day they created. 500 years ago, 1,500 years ago, it doesn't matter. Let's say the bag of flour was created by God 500 years ago. They mix the flour and mix it and build a statue called Mary. The sunlight is the eyes of the statue. The wind is the life of the body that make the body move around. The darkness is in charge to make the body charge. So the wind is in the darkness to charge the body, so the body will be strong to walk the next day. But they have XXX of the body In different country, when the bodies over here are tired, they go to the next body that is not sleeping. And when they get tired, they sleep. But the wind and the light, the darkness, they never sleep. But the body resting. Now, when you are baked from the oven, they have a time that they bake you. They bake you, they keep you for 50 years. And when you're dead, it's like the rest of the flour is dead. When they bake you, you become 100 years. They say, oh, that's the oldest bread in the world. How can you be the oldest bread when the flour is still there to bake new bread in the bedroom? The flour is like a sex. Sex, the ones who have sex 100 years ago, they're not having sex anymore. They're already dead. The children that are 16, 18 years, they're going to have sex. It's the same feeling. So, the sex that creates the bodies yesterday is the same sex is in the bedroom today to create the new pregnancy. So, when you're climbing in the stairs, you're thinking you're getting old. You're not getting old. The only problem is they keep the bread in a plastic bag too long. The only way you can able to get out of it is when the wind know, okay, this bread doesn't taste good anymore. This bread doesn't smell good anymore. I think we have to bake a new bread. The wind know when it's the expired date. The wind is in the body. When you sleep, you're not in charge. When you wake up, you think you are in charge. But it's because the consciousness what you have and the energy field that playing the mind game with the body of the wind, they know sex can make a copy, sex make a copy, sex make a copy. They give you a name, they manipulate the situation, give you consciousness in the school, they have a radio to babysit you, a job appointment, things like that. So it makes you believe you have a job that you. They don't want you to know that you're only available for the wind, the light, and the darkness. So they create a fake situation that makes you really believe, okay, this is my house, this is my job, this is my colleague, this is my wife, this is my children, this is my bank account. That's the deceiving. And when someone gets killed, you're like, oh, I'm dead. But the one who is dead, we never wake up and say, oh, my bank account, oh, my wife, my children, the one who say, my husband, or my wife, or my children, say, my children is dead, my husband is dead, my wife is dead. But the wind and the light don't complain because they know it is just one bag of flour. The only time when the flour will be dead is the day when the bag is empty, there is no bread baking anymore. So for any human being that is out there, you have to understand, if you was the 1 year old, you become the 70, you have to understand, if you travel to all those age, and you standing where you standing, you have to understand, if you was there, you're going back there. You don't just travel like, that's my picture, that was me. No, you was there. You travel with the bread. They can bake another bread for your wind, and you go back to become the age. You don't grow. You just, when you're 1 year old, you have no responsibility. When you're 16, you have no responsibility. When you're 26, you have a responsibility. When you're 36, you have a responsibility. When you're 60, people depend on you. Oh, that's our grandmother. But people also take care of you. They don't give you responsibility anymore. So being 70 years and being 7 years old is the same. At 7, they treat you like a child. At 70, they treat you as a child. But only the ones that become 90 years of age, 100, they're still in the Vatican City. They are the minister. They're still dreaming. But they don't understand. The same women who baked the bread yesterday is still in the bakehouse. They're still baking the bread for the wind, the light, and the darkness. So understand, the age, what you think is yours, there have been more than 1,000 people in the same stairs, same age. They went 6 feet. You was the youngest child. You came there. The other youngest child came there, the other youngest child came there. For as long as you believe in the Bible, you will never understand that you're just on a moment. And when you sleep, you wake up where you wake up. You can wake up being 100, or you're 60, you just wake up, you find yourself in a baby body. So, every stairs you climb, when you sleep in the night, or you fall asleep in the afternoon, for you, you just sleep and wake up in another body. But for the ones who need you, you don't talk to them anymore. They feel the pain. Why? Because the day when they die, they will never cry. So they make them cry now. Because they eat free food, they make a garbage, they make big mouths, they make all kind of things. So there's a situation. If people tell the people the truth, nobody will cry. In India, they cremate the people. They cry, but they cremate the people. They don't put them in a gravestone to remind them every second. So take care. Goodbye. It's the only video I'm posting for the system.
As you can see, it was supposed to be the only.
Loving ones.
It was supposed to be the only video, so they create a situation. But let me try to fill in what I just received from the wind. And I drive this car over here, and this car is clean the last 4 years and almost 5 years. In the body of the wind, the light is disturbing, touching, masturbation. When the body of the wind is little, have no consciousness, it's easy to be manipulated by the light. The wind saving masturbation, saving, and clean it, and get the Holy Spirit out, which is all the boys in this world. And then the same demons on the other side creates the fake husband and wife. So the Holy Spirit they get out has to choose one other woman, which is the wind, to come and dump the wind garbage back inside of the other woman. Use the pill, you don't get pregnant. What they clean out from the other side is now coming inside the other one, inside the other one, inside the other one. Menstruation come, clean everything. The guys, all of them are the Holy Spirit that is coming out of Mary from yesterday. It's the same Mary popping out of the stomach every day. Now, when Muhammad Ali was doing the boxing, people don't notice which age he used to be. The one who's sitting in a wheelchair is no different as Elizabeth Taylor sitting in a wheelchair. When Muhammad Ali was boxing, there was someone in a wheelchair. When his body travel up there, they fix him on a chair because they don't want him to box anymore. You think he gets stroke? You think he gets Parkinson? No. The age he was. Play the video and see how old he was. When he was age 30, he was not the age where he is sitting now. Being 1 year old till 50, you're very strong. You can be dead. 49, you become 1 year old again. 50 years later, you're very sexy. You climb to be 50. But when you reach age 50, when you become 51, you're 1 year old. When you're 60, you're 10 years of age. When you're 70, you're 20 years of age. Because there's a child that is 20 years of age, have your strength. It's taking the strength out of your body. When you're 80, the child is 30, the child take the strength out of you. When you're 90, the child is 40. When you're 100, that child is 50. When a child is 60, there is a 10 years of age. The body is coming out of the body, and the other body that came out of the same body is taking the strength out of the other one. So understand, the body rotates, the body take the age, the body is driven by the ghost. There is always 30% is real love. The rest of the 70% is made out of music, manipulation, money situation to make XX human beings. Good night.